Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Elevate English. Today, we have a very practical lesson for all of you who love to travel.
Yes, we're going to learn how to navigate the airport. This is something many people need to do.
And it can be stressful if you're not confident in English, especially when you're traveling to a new country.
Exactly. So today, we'll practice a conversation at the airport. We'll learn useful phrases.
Let's start with the basics. What do you do when you arrive at the airport?
First, you find the check-in counter for your airline. Then you check in your luggage and get your boarding pass.
What is a boarding pass?
It's a document that shows your flight information. It has your name, flight number, seat number, and gate number.
So it's like a ticket.
Yes, you need it to get on the plane.
How do you ask for your boarding pass?
You can say, "I'd like my boarding pass, please," or "May I have my boarding pass?"
I'd like my boarding pass, please.
That's clear and polite.
What if you have luggage to check in?
You can say, "I have 2 bags to check in," or "I'd like to check in my luggage."
I have 2 bags to check in.
That's perfect. The staff will weigh your bags and tag them.
What if your bag is too heavy?
They might say, "Your bag is overweight. You'll need to pay an extra fee," or "You may need to remove some items."
What do you do then?
You can ask, "How much is the extra fee?" or "Can I take some items out?"
How much is the extra fee?
That's a very useful question.
Let's practice a check-in conversation.
Okay, I'll be the check-in agent. You be the passenger.
Hello, I'd like to check in for my flight.
Hello, may I see your passport and ticket?
Yes, here they are.
Thank you. Where are you flying today?
I'm flying to London.
Do you have any bags to check in?
Yes, I have 1 bag.
Please place it on the scale.
Here it is.
Your bag is 23 kilograms. That's within the limit. Here's your boarding pass. Your gate is 12. The flight departs at 3 p.m.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good flight. What if I need to ask about the gate? You can say, "Can you tell me which gate my flight is at?" Or "Where is the boarding gate?"
Where is the boarding gate?
That's a very common question.
What if I'm late for my flight?
You can say, "I'm worried I might miss my flight. Can you help me?"
I'm worried I might miss my flight. Can you help me?
The staff will try to assist you.
What about security? How do you go through security?
You go to the security checkpoint. You show your boarding pass and ID. Then you put your bags through the X-ray machine.
What do you need to do at security?
You need to take off your shoes, belt, and jacket. You also need to take out your laptop and liquids.
Take off your shoes?
Yes, it's a standard procedure at many airports.
What if I have liquids in my bag?
You need to put them in a clear plastic bag. They must be 100 milliliters or less.
What if I forget?
The security officer will ask you to remove them. They might confiscate them.
Let's practice a security conversation.
Okay, I'll be the security officer. You be the passenger.
Hello, here is my boarding pass and ID.
Thank you. Please put your bags on the conveyor belt.
Okay, here they are.
Do you have any liquids in your bag?
Yes, I have a small bottle of water.
I'm sorry, but you can't bring liquids over 100 milliliters. You'll need to dispose of it.
Oh, I see. I'll throw it away.
Please take off your shoes and jacket and place them in the bin.
Okay, like this?
Yes. Now walk through the metal detector.
I'm through. Is everything okay?
Yes, you're clear. You can collect your belongings and proceed to your gate.
Thank you. What if the metal detector beeps?
The officer might say, "Please step aside for a pat-down," or "Do you have any metal on you?"
What do you say?
You can ask, "I have a belt," or "I have a watch." They'll ask you to remove it.
I have a belt.
That's clear. The officer will guide.
What about the boarding process? How do you get on the plane?
You wait at the gate. The staff will announce when boarding begins. Then you show your boarding pass and get on the plane.
What if I need to ask about the boarding time?
You can say, "What time is boarding?" or "When does boarding begin?"
What time is boarding?
That's a common question. The staff will tell you.
What about finding your seat?
Your seat number is on your boarding pass. You can ask a flight attendant, "Can you help me find my seat?"
Can you help me find my seat?
The flight attendant will show you.
What if I have a connecting flight?
You might need to ask, "Where is the gate for my connecting flight?" or "How do I get to my connecting flight?"
Where is the gate for my connecting flight?
That's a very useful phrase.
What if my flight is delayed?
You can ask, "Is my flight delayed?" or "How long is the delay?"
Is my flight delayed?
The staff will give you information.
What if my flight is canceled?
You can ask, "My flight was canceled. Can you help me rebook?" or "What are my options?"
My flight was canceled. Can you help me rebook?
That's very important. The airline will assist you.
What about luggage? How do I find my luggage after the flight?
You go to the baggage claim area. There are screens showing which carousel your bags are on. Then you wait for your bags to come out.
What if my luggage doesn't arrive?
You can go to the lost luggage counter and say, I can't find my luggage. They'll help you locate it.
I can't find my luggage.
That's a clear statement. The staff will help you.
What about arriving at the airport? How do I find transportation?
You can ask, where is the taxi stand? Or how do I get to the train station?
Where is the taxi stand?
That's a very useful question.
What about renting a car?
You can ask, where is the car rental desk? Or I'd like to rent a car, please.
Where is the car rental desk?
The staff will direct you.
So there are many things to do at the airport.
Yes, but with practice, you'll feel confident.
So we've talked about check-in and security, but what about the duty-free shops? Can we buy things there?
Yes, duty-free shops are available in most airports. You can buy items without paying local taxes.
No taxes? That sounds like a good deal.
It is. You can buy perfumes, cosmetics, chocolates, alcohol, and more.
How do you ask about prices?
You can say, how much is this? Or what is the price of this item?
How much is this?
That's simple and clear.
What if you want to buy something but you're not sure?
You can say, I'm just looking, thank you. That's polite and lets the staff know you don't need help.
I'm just looking, thank you.
That's a very useful phrase.
What about the currency exchange? How do you get local money?
You can go to a currency exchange counter. Say, I'd like to exchange some money, please.
I'd like to exchange some money, please.
The staff will ask which currency you want.
What if you need to ask about the exchange rate?
You can say, what is the exchange rate for US dollars? Or how much is $100 in euros?
What is the exchange rate for US dollars?
That's a clear question. The staff will tell you.
What about using an ATM at the airport?
You can use an ATM. You might need to ask, where is the nearest ATM? Or is there an ATM nearby?
Where is the nearest ATM?
That's a very common question.
What about the airport lounges? Can you use them?
Some lounges are for first class or business class passengers. Others are for members. You can ask, can I access the lounge? Or how much does it cost to use the lounge?
Can I access the lounge?
That's a useful question if you want a comfortable place to wait.
What about restaurants and cafes at the airport?
There are many places to eat. You can ask, where's the nearest restaurant? Or is there a coffee shop nearby?
Where is the nearest restaurant?
The staff will direct you.
What if you have a long layover?
You might want to ask, is there a hotel in the airport? Or can I leave the airport during a layover?
Is there a hotel in the airport?
That's a good question for long waits.
What about asking for directions inside the airport?
You can say, excuse me, where is gate 15? Or can you tell me how to get to the baggage claim?
Excuse me, where is gate 15?
That's clear and polite. The staff will help you.
What if you need a wheelchair or special assistance?
You can say, I need wheelchair assistance, please. Or, I have a disability. Can you help me?
I need wheelchair assistance, please.
The airport staff will provide help.
What about traveling with children?
You can ask, where is the family restroom? Or, is there a children's play area?
Where is the family restroom?
That's very useful for parents.
What if you need to store your luggage?
You can ask, where is the luggage storage? Or, can I store my bags here?
Where is the luggage storage?
This is helpful if you have time before your flight.
What about boarding announcements? How do you understand them?
They usually say, attention passengers on Flight 101 to London. We are now boarding at Gate 12. Listen for your flight number.
What if you don't hear your flight?
You can ask, did they announce the flight to London? Or, has the flight to London started boarding?
Has the flight to London started boarding?
That's a clear question. The staff will tell you.
What about passport control? How do you do through it?
When you arrive in a new country, you go to passport control. You show your passport and answer questions.
What kind of questions?
They might ask, what is the purpose of your visit? Or, how long will you be staying? Or, where will you be staying?
What is the purpose of your visit?
You can answer, I'm on vacation. Or, I'm here for business.
What if you're visiting family?
You can say, I'm visiting family. They might ask for their address.
What if you're staying at a hotel?
You can say, I'm staying at a hotel. They might ask for the hotel name.
I'm staying at the Hilton Hotel.
That's a clear answer.
What if you don't understand the officer's question?
You can say, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Can you repeat that, please?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Can you repeat that, please?
That's polite and helpful.
What about customs? How do you do through customs?
You fill out a customs form. You declare items you're bringing into the country.
What do you need to declare?
Items like alcohol, tobacco, or gifts. You might also need to declare large amounts of cash.
Do I need to declare this?
That's a good question to ask.
What if you have nothing to declare?
You can say, I have nothing to declare, or no, I don't have anything to declare.
I have nothing to declare.
That's clear and simple.
What about getting a taxi from the airport?
You can go to the taxi stand and say, I need a taxi, please, or where can I get a taxi?
I need a taxi, please.
That's a common request.
What if you need a rideshare service like Uber?
You can ask, is Uber allowed here? Or where is the rideshare pickup area?
Where is the rideshare pickup area?
That's a useful question for modern travel.
What about taking a bus from the airport?
You can ask, where is the bus stop? Or which bus goes to the city center? Which bus goes to the city center? That's clear and specific.
What if you need a hotel shuttle?
You can ask, is there a hotel shuttle? Or where is the hotel pickup area?
Is there a hotel shuttle?
That's a common question for travelers.
So there are many ways to get from the airport.
Yes, you can choose the option that works best for you.
What about the overall airport experience? Is it always stressful?
It doesn't have to be. If you prepare and know what to expect, it can be smooth.
What's the most important thing to remember?
Stay calm. Ask questions. Take your time.
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yes, the staff is there to help you.
So we've covered many situations.
Yes, you should now feel more confident at the airport.
Encourage these conversations at home. You'll be ready for any situation.
Smiling. Thank you for listening to English Listening for Beginners on Elevate English.
Goodbye and good luck. Safe travels and happy learning.
We'll see you next time on Elevate English.